Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Counter. It's Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Flush to his right.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw is Garoppolo.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a second down. We're scoreless after 1. On second down now, it's Mitchell, and he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Garoppolo looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. Are you taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Hopkins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Prater's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Garoppolo. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before half from Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start with a give to Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Forced out to his left. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Murray getting this complete to counter. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! That's caught. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Play action, Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensive. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off on a safety, Jaquiski Tart. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here we go, here we go. Watch that in, got his right. Two. 31's the mark. Let's set a tone, fellas.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That'll make it 1st and 15. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the